In today's show, Bitcoin price further crushes resistance and nears $53,000 on El Salvador Bitcoin Day. That's right. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest technical analysis. And as I shared here, retweet this to help spread the word. Millions of us are all buying $30 in Bitcoin to help support and celebrate El Salvador becoming the first country in the world to officially make BTC legal tender. That's right. It all goes down today. Let's send this BTC rocket ship to the moon, boys. Shall we? And as Samson Mo points out, Bitcoin is now legal tender in El Salvador. Soon more countries will follow. There is no going back. You cannot put the genie back in the bottle. And as Max Keiser shares, by the time America catches up to El Salvador and starts buying Bitcoin, the price will be over $1 million per BTC. Also in today's show, breaking news, El Salvador purchases its first 200 BTC, and President Bukele confirms right here on Crypto Twitter, El Salvador just bought its first 200 coins. Our brokers will be buying a lot more as the deadline approaches. And then he updated us all. El Salvador just bought 200 new Bitcoins. We now hold 400 BTC. Also in today's show, breaking news, Panama has introduced a bill to recognize Bitcoin and Ethereum as payment methods. That's right, the Republic of Panama introduces a bill for regulating crypto. I'll be breaking down all the details. Also in today's show, a tidal wave of capital could bring Bitcoin's price to $14 million per BTC, according to MicroStrategies. Michael Saylor, I'll be breaking down this throwback prediction from the Giga Chad himself. Saylor ballparks that between $100 trillion and $300 trillion could seek a store of value in Bitcoin, and that's just in today's money. And if Bitcoin were to reach that $300 trillion market cap that Saylor outlines, that would bring each Bitcoin to more than $14 million per BTC. Also in today's show, we'll be taking a look at the overall crypto market and the price actions from the top cryptocurrencies. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. The goal is to get to 50,000 subscribers to be correlated with the Bitcoin price. If you like making money in cryptocurrency, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And before I kick off today's show, today's episode is brought to you by our sponsor, BlockFi, the leading provider of financial products and services for crypto investors. Here's where you can put your crypto to work and earn up to an 8% APY with a BlockFi interest account. And their new flagship product is this BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards Visa credit card, where you can start earning 3.5% back in Bitcoin on all your purchases within your first 90 days, then 1.5% Bitcoin back thereafter. To take advantage of this special offer and receive up to a $250 crypto bonus with a deposit of $100 or more, go ahead and use my referral link in the description right down below, and let's start stacking those sats, yo. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts, and happy Bitcoin Day, September 7th. Today is going down in history. I'm your host, JV. We have a lot to cover as usual, so let's dive right in. Bitcoin targeted $53,000 this morning on Tuesday as fears of a fresh BTC price dip faded above crucial resistance. Right here, looking at the Bitcoin 1 hour candle chart just before we start to pull back. Now, there is no going back after El Salvador Bitcoin adoption. Data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView showed Bitcoin hitting new highs of $52,960 on Bitstamp overnight. And after a swift retest of that $51,000 level, the lower boundary of what was previously a large wall of selling pressure, Bitcoin bounced back with a vengeance, eclipsing the bears and hitting its highest in almost 4 months. That's right, rest in peace bears, as the short sellers lost out big with 24-hour liquidations nearing $500 million. And among analysts, however, the talk was all about El Salvador, as today, September 7th, is officially Bitcoin Day. Their president, Nayib Bukele, who faced criticism from the IMF and citizens, as well as international financial organizations over the move, added that the government would purchase a lot more in the short term. He also called on mobile app stores to release El Salvador state Bitcoin wallet, Chivo, in time for Bitcoin Day, as he shares here in this tweet. Let me translate it for you. Waiting for it to be available in their stores. It shouldn't take long. Let's wait a little bit. And checking out this tweet from Samson Mo, the CSO of Blockstream, he tweeted, Bitcoin is now legal tender in El Salvador. Soon more countries will follow. There is no going back. You cannot put the genie back in the bottle. That's right. Let's go El Salvador. Now, on-chain metrics and fundamentals appeared equally relentless this week as the recovery from the May miner rout continued unabated. Even miner profit taken failed to dampen the price action or short-term expectations. On-chain analytics firm Glassnode noting that the market had clearly absorbed the spare liquidity. Quoting them here, this week around 2,900 BTC have been spent from miner balances, equal to around $145 million at a $50,000 Bitcoin price, it wrote in its latest weekly newsletter, The Week on-chain. Miner positions increasing or decreasing by up to $5,000 in a given week is standard practice, it added, describing the latest activity as reasonably expected behavior, as you can see right here in this chart. And as Max Keiser shares, by the time America catches up to El Salvador and starts buying Bitcoin, the price will be over $1 million per BTC. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the host of the Orange Pill pod. Max is also sticking with his $220,000 Bitcoin price prediction before the end of this year. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the Bitcoin maximalist. And as I shared in the intro of the show, it's all going down today, September 7th, while purchasing $30 in Bitcoin. Literally millions of us from all over the globe to help celebrate El Salvador becoming the first sovereign country of the world to officially make BTC legal tender. And as you can see, this tweet already got 1,524 likes and 654 retweets, and I'll include it in the show notes below the video in the description. Please retweet it and let's all purchase $30 in Bitcoin right now today to celebrate. Let's go. And before I break down our next story of the day, El Salvador purchases its first 200 BTC as President Bukele confirms on crypto Twitter, as well as breaking news, the Republic of Panama introduces a bill for regulating crypto. We're talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum, as well as a tidal wave of capital could bring Bitcoin's price to $14 million per BTC, according to MicroStrategy's Michael Saylor. But first, let's take a quick look at the top cryptocurrencies. We can see Bitcoin barely correcting, trading at around 51,000, but still up 6% for the week. We have Ethereum down 4% for the day, trading at $3,732, up 8.6% for the week. We have ADA Cardano trading at $2.62, down about 8% for the day. Binance Coin down 5%, trading at $467, and XRP down 5%, trading at $1.27. All right, now let's break down our next break-in story of the day. El Salvador President Nayib Bukele confirmed on Monday that his government has purchased its first 200 Bitcoin ahead of the Tuesday rollout of a new law set to make the cryptocurrency legal tender. Quoting him right here, El Salvador just bought its first 200 coins. Our brokers will be buying a lot more as the deadline approaches. Now, this purchase is a part of a $150 million Bitcoin fund passed last week by El Salvador's Congress. The fund will be used to facilitate conversions from BTC to USD in the lead up to the new law being implemented. At the current prices, the Bitcoin purchase was worth just over $10.36 million. And in June of last year, El Salvador became the first country in the world to recognize Bitcoin as legal tender. And although the decision was met with praise by the Bitcoin community, detractors from the World Bank and IMF warned that the new strategy isn't a good idea. Well, go figure. Bitcoin puts you out of business. It is what it is. Now, more recently, internal opposition saw hundreds across the country protest against the new Bitcoin law. And as I shared yesterday on crypto Twitter, it's about time they publish a truthful headline. Quoting the New York Times here in this headline on the front page, officials worry as crypto boom invades banking. That's right, all this energy FUD is nothing more than FUD at the end of the day to distract us from the true concern of Bitcoin overtaking the monetary system. Meanwhile, the Bank of America recently outlined at least 4 potential benefits to El Salvador accepting Bitcoin. In a report published in July, the bank said the country's adoption of BTC could streamline remittances, promote financial digitization, provide greater consumer choice, and open the country to foreign investors. That's right, at the end of the day, there's nothing but benefits for everyone, minus the central banks, because Bitcoin is a central bank destroyer. It is what it is. The new Bitcoin law gives Salvadorans the ability to hold the digital asset as part of a long-term investment strategy or withdraw it in cash at any of the 200 ATMs installed across the country. The country is also building infrastructure to support a state-issued Bitcoin wallet dubbed Chivo. The Chivo wallet will have its own ATM that allows citizens to withdraw cash 24 hours a day without paying commissions. Pretty sweet, right? And checking out this second tweet from Nayib Bukele, El Salvador just bought 200 new coins. We now hold 400 BTC. Happy Bitcoin Day. And to celebrate, I'm about to make my $30 purchase right now using the Cash App. I don't know if you can see this, but hopefully you can. It's very simple. Just hit next after I type in 30. Bada boom, bada bing. And it looks like I just made my $30 purchase. It just asked to confirm. I click confirm and bada boom, bada bing. You just purchased 0.000577766 BTC. I just made my $30 purchase. Let me know if you did yours in the comments right down below. And before I break down our next story of the day, the Republic of Panama introduces a bill for regulating crypto. We're talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum, as well as a tidal wave of capital could bring Bitcoin's price to $14 million per BTC, according to MicroStrategy's Michael Saylor. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting back under $2.3 trillion with $159 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. And the current Bitcoin dominance is 42.2%, with the Ether dominance at 19.3%. And checking out the top gainers within the top 100, we have Phantom up 40% for the day, trading at $1.74. Solana, which has been on a tear, up 40% for the week and 29% for the day, trading at $182. Crazy, right? We have Harmony up 20%, trading at 15 cents, and Near Protocol up 8%, trading at $6.53. Now, which altcoins are you currently most bullish on during this bull run? Let me know in the comments right down below. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 79 out of 100 in extreme greed, which is the same as yesterday. Last week was a 73, and last month a 74 in greed. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD, buy that freaking dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. All right, now let's break down our next breaking story of the day. Amid Bitcoin becoming legal tender in El Salvador, another country in Central America is progressing on its way to enable freedom to use cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. On September 6th, the Republic of Panama introduced a bill on regulating cryptos, aiming to make the country compatible with the blockchain, crypto assets, and the internet. Announcing the news on Twitter, Panamanian pro-crypto Congressman Gabriel Silva stressed that the new legal initiative has the potential to generate thousands of jobs, create new investment sources, as well as make the government more transparent, as he reveals right here on crypto Twitter. I mean, who wouldn't want a more transparent government, right? According to the draft bill document shared by Silva, the new legislation intends to recognize crypto assets like Bitcoin as an alternative global payment method for any civil or commercial operation not prohibited by the legal system of the Republic of Panama. The bill authors emphasize that cryptocurrencies enable fast and low-cost payments, allowing them to finalize a financial transaction regardless of the distance between parties and the transaction volume. And in contrast to the government of El Salvador, which has required local businesses to accept Bitcoin in exchange for goods or services alongside the US dollar, Panama's new crypto bill does not intend to force obligatory Bitcoin acceptance. Instead, the legislation calls to establish freedom to use cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum in Panama, local TV network Telemetro reported. Silva said that the new draft bill would be prepared in collaboration with Panamanian citizens and a multidisciplinary team, including industry and technology experts. The legislation was created taking into consideration important guidelines provided by international organizations like the Financial Action Task Force, he noted. And amid El Salvador deciding to accept Bitcoin as an official currency, more countries in Central America have been moving into the crypto industry. In late August, a company in Honduras reportedly installed the country's first Bitcoin ATM, allowing users to buy BTC and ETH using the local fiat currency, Lempira. So there you have it. Which other countries do you think will follow next to adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender? There's already talks of other Central American countries such as Cuba following suit. And before I break down our final story of the day, tidal wave of capital could bring Bitcoin's price to $14 million per BTC, according to MicroStrategy's Michael Saylor. But first, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 900 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. I also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including my daily letter, which goes out to over 30,000 subscribers every single day. To subscribe, visit letter.cryptonewsalerts.net. Also have a blog I update daily, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also be sure to smash that subscribe button if you like making money in cryptocurrency to help support the channel and get me to 50,000 subs. And also hit that bell icon to turn on all notifications so you can receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. You can also follow me on all the major podcasts and platforms, from Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes and Google Play. Of course, you can follow me on crypto Twitter, Facebook, Telegram, and TikTok as well. So be sure to follow me there. All right, now let's break down our final throwback story of the day. MicroStrategy Chief Executive Michael Saylor is envisioning a future where hundreds of trillions of dollars worth of investments can push the value of Bitcoin to as high as $14 million per BTC. That's right. So let's take some hits from this hopium bong. you gotta hold it. Quoting Michael Saylor right here, I think that demonetizing gold gets you to $500,000, and that's simply pulling all of the monetary energy off of the gold rock from gold bugs who believe it as a store of value and a safe haven. It's important to note there are a lot of organizations and a lot of investors that don't use gold as their safe haven. They use government debt, sovereign debt, and so cash is a safe haven and sovereign debt is a safe haven, and another safe haven people use as a store of value is the index funds, bond index funds, and stock index funds like the Russell 2000 and S&P 500, the Dow index. So all told, I think there's between $300 and $400 trillion worth of fiat instruments, which include cash, debt, stock, commercial real estate, indices, and if you look at all of that, between 50 and 75% is simply seeking a store of value as a container. Like when I buy the S&P 500 index or the Vanguard fund, I'm not buying it because I equally love all 500 S&P stocks equally in proportion to their market caps. I bought the index because I had $1 million and I knew if it was cash, it would be debased in purchasing power, and so I needed to put it into something which was going to return more than the economic hurdle rate or the cost of capital. That's right, US dollar is guaranteed to lose purchasing power, while Bitcoin is guaranteed to gain purchasing power. That, my friend, is a fact. Now, Saylor ballparks that between $100 trillion and $300 trillion could seek a store of value in Bitcoin, and that's just in today's money. If Bitcoin were to reach that $300 trillion market cap that Saylor outlines, that would bring each Bitcoin to be valued at more than $14 million per BTC, and quoting him again right here. So ultimately, the amount of monetary energy in the world that's looking for a safe haven store of value has got to be between $100 trillion and $250 trillion. Why not all of it? Why not $300 trillion or $350 trillion, the total sum of everything? That's right, you're talking about the total addressable market right here. And in theory, all monetary energy that's simply looking for a store of value, safe haven index should presumably drain out of real estate, cash, stocks, and bonds into the Bitcoin network. And as that happens, the price discovery will return to real estate and bonds. The top is more than $100 trillion. It's somewhere between $100 trillion and $300 trillion in today's money. So there you have it. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the Giga Chad himself regarding a $14 million Bitcoin price becoming destiny in only a matter of time. And to watch this throwback interview between him and MM Crypto, check the show notes below this video in the description. Now for a quick recap of what I covered with you here in today's show. Bitcoin price further crushes resistance, nears 53,000 on El Salvador Bitcoin Day. That's right, today is the day we all purchased $30 in Bitcoin, as I did right here live in the show, and I expect you all to do the same. Not financial advice, but we need to support, right, and help El Salvador in this transition, right, of making Bitcoin legal tender. Also in today's show, we discussed El Salvador purchasing their first 200 BTC, actually now confirming purchasing 400 BTC. Let's go El Salvador. Also in today's show, I shared breaking news, the Republic of Panama introducing a bill for regulating crypto such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. Also in today's show, we discussed a tidal wave of capital could bring Bitcoin's price to $14 million per BTC, according to the Giga Chad himself, Michael Saylor. But where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below. I want to give a quick shout out to KB. I appreciate the super chat contribution as always. Thanks for supporting the show. And now for the top 3 comments from yesterday's episode. Ellen wrote, JV, big thank you for another great show. We're all on this BTC rocket going to $500,000 and can't thank you enough for you holding us up when things were going opposite. Have a great day and see you mañana. As always, I appreciate your continued support. Let's get to $500,000, shall we? And this next comment comes from Pokemon, who wrote, hi JV, another vlog full of information and your intelligent insights. I think we're in an uptrend that will see us to year end. Max Kaiser's prediction of $220,000. Anything above $100,000 by year end is a good result, but I will stick with Max. XRP is on the move and making 19% gains this past week. Once this court case is finished, who knows where this baby will go. I bought a large bag in 2017 at 20 cents, so I am in big profit big time. Congratulations. I strongly suggest folks get themselves some XRP before it goes to the moon and then onto Mars and beyond. Take care. God bless you and yours. Much love, Pokemon. You're awesome. And let's get to 220,000 per BTC, shall we? And the third featured comment of the day comes from Dio, who wrote, great work, JV. I've been listening via Google Podcasts for some months, and I just recently subscribed to your YouTube channel. Your content is direct and straight to the point. Much love from Lagos. let's freaking go. Much love, fam. I appreciate your continued support. And to be featured in tomorrow's episode, be sure to drop me a quick comment right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible Bitcoin matrix. That's right, Bitcoin is the glitch in the matrix. Don't forget to make your $30 purchase of BTC today to help celebrate Nayib Bukele and the nation of El Salvador adopting Bitcoin as the legal tender. And be sure to smash my referral link in the description right down below to claim your BlockFi Bitcoin rewards, Visa credit card, so you can start getting hooked up and earning 3.5% Bitcoin back on all your purchases. I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.